Relays into Wagga Wagga. Good afternoon to you. Good evening. The sun is just sinking behind the western rim, and there are 8 events out of Wagga Wagga where it's been a pleasant winter's day. The track's in good order, and in the first of the night, the favourite way number 3, Jessica Ramba, well backed against it, the 1, Genesis Cullen. Thank you, Simon and Russell, as they're about to move through the first of the night, and Genesis Cullen, the first favourite, is quickly away from the arm, and the Marule Magician is down to the marker line with the favourite. Out of the gate quickly was Genesis Cullen to lead Ruby Shadow into the first corner. They were being followed by Without a Shadow, who's 3 wide, and Genesis Cullen is going to settle on the leader's back. It's the second favourite. In behind those, Road to Vegas was away well and was able to posse up 3 back on the outside early, being followed further back by Like a Version for Steve Boyington up from Victoria. In behind those paces, Ideal Investment, followed by Supreme Jasper Krusty, and Flaneur was last of all as they headed down the back for the first of 8 out of Wagga Wagga. 31 and 8 was the first quarter of the last mile, and the leader was the favourite. Doing it nicely, Jessica Ramba. She stepped nicely away from the gate, and she's been untroubled to be the pacemaker. On the outside, holding second Without a Shadow, Genesis Cullen, looked upon as the leader's main danger, sat its back coming into the lane, and they were being followed then. Ruby Shadow next on the outside of Like a Version as the bell rings across the course down to the 800. Road to Vegas was moving up 3 wide, and further back Supreme Jasper. Krusty had 3 wide, smother on the back of Road to Vegas, Ideal Investment between them, and Flaneur was last of all, and 32 and 3 was the second sectional to give them 61 and 4 for the half, as the first favourite Jessica Ramba stepped inside the 600 and took the parade down the back by 2 metres. Road to Vegas was out 3 wide but just struggling to go forward, however still improving. Genesis Cullen can't get out from behind the leader's back. In the middle of those losing ground was Ruby Shadow, Without a Shadow 3 wide, and in between them further back in the field then Like a Version on the inside. Road to Vegas goes up to have a look at the one on the inside, Genesis Cullen, Jessica Ramba in fact. Genesis Cullen behind the leader, Road to Vegas and Jessica Ramba. Genesis Cullen from behind them, and they're being followed by Krusty putting in a bit of a run. Jessica Ramba is still the leader halfway down the straight. She hasn't got a lot left. Road to Vegas is trying to look at her, but she's going to be just too strong, Genesis Cullen, and Jessica Ramba's going to be too strong, and she goes on to win. A photo between either Genesis Cullen or Road to Vegas. Not much between that pairing for the second and the third. Now, Krusty ran on well wider out. Behind them was Like a Version. In the middle of them was Ruby Shadow. Supreme Jasper is further back. They're being followed home by Ideal Investment.